Today we will see the importance of Raksha Bandhan and the stories related to it. You all know Raksha Bandhan means it's a festival wherein the sister ties the sacred thread called Rakhi on the brother's wrist. Right? So actually the sacred thread Rakhi is placed at the feet of Bhagavan, at the feet of God. Puja is done, all the rituals are performed, and then afterward the sister will tie the Rakhi or the sacred thread on the wrist of the brother, which means she is asking for God's grace and blessings on her brother. Brother also in turn will promise the sister, I will always stand by you, I will always support you, good times or bad times, I will always be there to support you. It's a very beautiful festival. It comes in the month of Shravana. Shravana month has just started. It comes in the month of Shravana on the full moon day. Shravana Purnima day it comes. Now it is not just only one brother and sister and the sister tying the Rakhi to the brother. Everybody has brothers and sisters, right? Even your grandmother, even if she doesn't have her own real brother, cousin brothers are there. So grandmother also will be tying the Rakhi to her brother or her cousin brother, plural. Grandmother, so many brothers she may have or cousin brothers she may have. Your parents, your mother, your auntie, they also have their brothers, so they will be tying the Rakhi on their brother's wrist. You also children, youngsters, children, all of you will be tying the Rakhi onto the wrist of your brother or cousin brother. See, all generations are taken care of. So you can imagine how nice it will be. Earlier days it was joint family. Even now everybody gets together to celebrate. So in the whole house, so much of joy, so much of happiness. So this little festival over there, what is it trying to teach us? It is trying to teach us how we must keep our relationships between brothers and sisters. It's talking about love, affection, care, concern, respect. Brothers and sisters must mutually respect each other also. It's not only love over there. So all of that is included. That's why this festival comes on the Purnima day. On the full moon day, all the sun's light falls on the moon. That is why we are seeing it big. And when the moon is rising, it will be golden yellow in color. Right? Have you seen the full moon? Yes. And when it goes up, it will be silver white in color. So yellow represents knowledge. White represents purity, good qualities. And full moon to look at is so beautiful. The full moon is very beautiful. It's so nice to go outside and bask in the moonlight, full moon day. And also the full moon, the moon rays have got lot of benefits for us when it falls on us. And our rishis say our mind is like the moon. Our mind, we all have a mind, right? Our mind should be like the full moon. So all the good qualities that the full moon has, our mind also should have. Our mind should be beautiful, it should be good. So all the nice qualities must be there in it. Wherever we go, people should like us, just like we love to see the full moon. Similarly, we also. So when we are good people, everybody will love us, right? When we are bad, when we are angry, jealous, greedy, nobody likes to make friends with us. So this is about this Rakhi being tied by the sister onto the wrist of the brother. Now this word Rakhi actually comes from the word Raksha Sutra. It comes from there. Short form it has become Rakhi, Rakhi, Rakhi. Sutra means thread. Raksha means protection. So therefore, when we tie the Rakhi on the brother's wrist, it means I am asking God to protect you. So therefore, it's not just brother and sister festival. Whenever we all are in trouble, we've got difficulties, challenges are there, some problem is there for us or for our family members, our relatives. When health is not good, We want everything to become all right, right? Somebody's protection we need. Whose protection is the best protection for us? God's protection is the best for us. Therefore, what actually is done is the sutra, a thread. Depending on what we want to ask God, the color of the thread also will change. Sometimes it's red in color, sometimes it's yellow in color, sometimes it is black in color. It all depends on why we are tying the thread, for what purpose. So therefore the thread is, again, like I already said, is placed at the feet of Bhagavan, and the either an elderly person in our own family will do the prayer, will do the puja, or we can go to a temple, the Pandit or the Purohit will do the puja for us, and then what will he do? They will tie it on our wrist. So it doesn't mean only sister tying it to brother's wrist. The Pandit can tie it to anybody's wrist. It can be a man, it can be a woman, it can be a girl, it can be a boy. For whomever we are asking God's protection. That is what Raksha Sutra means. So therefore, when somebody ties the Raksha Sutra on our wrist, it means we are bonding with, we are connecting with, we all individuals, we are connecting with God. Through what? Through the Sutra work. So it gives us a very nice feeling that I am being taken care of. I am being protected. Who is protecting us? God is there to protect us. So this is actually, in the largest sense, the tying of Raksha Sutra to anybody's wrist. But it has come to brother and sister, because I already told you every generation has got brother, sister, brother, sister, brother, sister. So if all of them are happy, each one very nice with each other, love is there, care is there, concern is there, good relationship, the whole family will be a happy, healthy family. So this is the importance of this festival. Now there are two stories related to Raksha Bandhan. The first one, we all know Bali Chakravarti. I am not going through the entire story in detail. So Bali Chakravarti, he was the one who had conquered all earth, he had conquered all the heavens, Indraloka also he had conquered, and he was conducting a big yajna. Now Indra Bhagavan wanted his kingdom back. So the yajna Bali Chakravarti was conducting, and he said, whoever comes during the yajna and asks for anything, I will give them. So the gods sent Vishnu down, and he came in the form of Vamana, as a small little boy, brahmachari, cute little boy. He came into the Yagnashal. Bali saw him and said, what do you want? Hey brahmachari, what do you want? He said, I don't want anything else. Riches, gold, silver, clothes. I don't want all that. I want land, little land. Measured 3 steps, 3 measures of land measured by my tiny feet. He was wondering, Bali was wondering, why is he asking? Oh, he won't even get this much of land. That much only you want? I'll give you anything. More land I'll give you. He said, no, only this much. So he promised. Then Vamana means the short one. Meaning of Vamana. Vamana means very beautiful one. He's looking so beautiful. So he grew and grew and grew and grew, became very big. And then what did he do? We know. One step he covered entire land. Next, second step he covered the entire heavens, the upper celestial sphere. Third step, Bhagavan put on Bali's head. He placed his foot on Bali's head and sent him down to the lower worlds. And he said, now onwards you can become the king of the lower world. That lower world is called as Sutala. So there you become the king. And since Bali was a great devotee of Vishnu and he had given away everything, Bhagavan was very happy with him. And he said, I will become your security person. I will look after your kingdom. So Bhagavan therefore stood over there as a security. Who? Vishnu. Vishnu only was Vamana, no? Now all the gods want Vishnu to come back to Vaikuntha. Lakshmi also wants him. So what to do? All the gods went to Lakshmi and said, Mother, please do something. Make Vishnu come back to Vaikuntha. She said, okay. And she went down to the lower worlds, where Bali Chakravarti was ruling. She disguised herself as an ordinary simple woman. And she went to Bali Chakravarti. He said, what do you want? You want something? You have come to me, to the king. You want some help? What do you want? She said, no, 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 what to do? I am all alone. I don't have anybody to look after me. My husband has left me and gone away. Vishnu, no, he's gone away. So I don't have anybody to look after me and take care of me. He said, I will take care of you. See, though she was disguised, he could make out the glow on her face. He knew this person is not an ordinary person at all. He said, I will take care of you like as though you are my sister. Don't worry. So Bali Chakravarti took care of, he made all the arrangements, and Lakshmi, disguised as an ordinary woman, was taken care of very, very beautifully by Bali Chakravarti. She was also very pleased. He is looking after me so nicely. So therefore he is looking after her like a brother and sister there. And then on Shravana, in the month of Shravana, on the Purnima day, or Rakhi, Raksha Bandhan day, Lakshmi wanted to give something to Bali Chakravarti. She was very happy. Therefore she called him, and then she took a thread, sutra, and tied it round his wrist. And she said, I am tying this thread on your wrist and asking for God's blessings and grace on you. May Lord Vishnu's grace and blessings be upon you. You have been such a good person. You have taken care of me so beautifully. So saying that, she tied the thread, the sutra, around his wrist. Bali also was very happy. How nicely somebody has blessed me. They're saying, may God's grace and blessing be upon you. So he was also very happy. And he said, I have looked after you like a sister. Now you ask me whatever you want, I will give you. Whatever you want, you ask, I will give you. She said, I don't want anything, but my husband is working with you. Can you please release him, relieve him of his work so that I can take him back with me? He was shocked. Who is your husband? You never told me all these days. Where is he in my kingdom? What is he doing? Bali questioned Lakshmi. And then at that point of time, Bhagavan was there, doing security work. Narayana came, and both Lakshmi and Narayana gave their darshan in their true form to Bali Chakravarti. And then Lord was very happy. Both father of the world and mother of the world, Lakshmi and Narayana, both of them were very, very happy with Bali Chakravarti, and they said, now we will both go back to Vaikunta. Don't worry, wherever I am, I will protect your kingdom. Lord told Bali Chakravarti. And once a year, I will come and visit you. I will come and give darshan to you. Saying so, Lakshmi and Narayana went off to Vaikunta. So on this day, in the month of Shravana, on the Purnami day, who tied what on whose wrist? Lakshmi tied, Lakshmi in disguise, right? She tied the sacred thread, the Raksha Sutra, on whose hand? On Bali Chakravarti hand. And both of them treated each other as brother and sister. So that's one beautiful story. There's another story also. Pandavas, you know the Pandavas, right? Pandavas, Kauravas, Pandavas, they were in Indraprastha. Yudhishthira, the eldest of the Pandavas, was the king. So once he decided to do a big yajna, Rajasuya yajna it is called. So everybody came, even the Kauravas also came, Bhishma, Pitama, Drona, Duryodhana, all of them came. Krishna of course was there. So during the Rajasuya yajna, there's a little ritual that has to be done. Puja has to be done. One person who is very, very noble, who is very, very good, who is the best, who is the greatest, such a person, they have to worship first. It's called Agra Puja. Agra means first. So one who is going to be worshipped first. Who is it? Who is it? Who should be worshipped first? Everybody said Krishna alone should be worshipped first. He alone deserves it. So Yudhishthira was very happy, the eldest of the Pandavas. So he said, Krishna, please come, sit on the asan. We would like to do Agra Puja to you, offer our worship unto you. But over there, one who hated Krishna, called Shishupala, he was also there. He was very angry. So he said, how dare, when all of us are there, kings are there, mighty, powerful warriors are there, you are calling one cowherd boy, this Krishna, and worshipping him, we don't like. And what did he do? He started abusing Krishna. He started humiliating Krishna. He started insulting Krishna. All bad words he started using. Actually, Shishupala was Krishna's cousin brother there. Bhagavan knew. Shishupala's mother also knew that her son will always hate Krishna, who is none other than God. So she had asked Krishna, she had taken a promise from Krishna. She had said, whatever mistake my son does afterwards when he grows up, Krishna, after all he is your cousin, I am your auntie. Therefore Shishupala becomes your cousin. You should forgive him. You should forgive him. Krishna said, all right, 100 mistakes I will forgive, is what he had told. Shishupala's mother was very happy. Where will my son make 100 mistakes? She was very confident. I don't think he'll make 100 mistakes in his life. She said, okay. Now count down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, all the mistakes started adding up. And that day when Shishupala started scolding Krishna and abusing him and insulting him and all, slowly Krishna was counting in his mind. 98, 99, 100th mistake over. Forgiven. 101st mistake he made, Krishna called for his chakra, Sudarshana chakra. The moment Bhagavan calls for Sudarshana chakra, it will come full speed, lightning. It will be whirling round. Like the sun, it is so powerful, we can't even see it. So it came, sat on Krishna's hand, finger. He released it. The chakra went, killed Shishupala, and with the same speed it came back to sit on Krishna's finger back. When it came back and sat on Krishna's finger, it was moving with such a great speed, right? It's got sharp edges. Little of Krishna's finger got hurt. And when it got hurt, it started bleeding. Little bit of blood came out. It started bleeding. Everybody was saying, oh, Krishna's finger is hurt. Krishna's finger is hurt. Let us bring something and put a bandage over there, right? Some cloth we need. Everybody is running around. But Yudhishthira, the Pandava's wife, Draupadi, was also seeing God. Immediately, what did she do? She didn't run around for cloth. She had her clothes on, right? Her upper garment was there. She just tore a little bit of the cloth which was covering her, little bit of that. And she immediately went and wrapped it round Krishna's finger. And it must stay there. So the other end, she tied it to his wrist. Krishna was so happy. He always considered Draupadi as his sister. And Draupadi also always considered Krishna as her brother. So brother and sister over there, no? So Krishna said, this little good act that you have done, Draupadi, I will never forget. I will always keep it in my mind. So these are all little messages for us also. Anybody does anything good to us, we should always remember. And in turn, try to help them. Not that only the person who has helped us, only to such a person we should again extend help. Anybody. So he said, I will keep this in my mind. I will never forget it. Whenever you are in difficulty, in trouble, just remember me. I will be there for you. And he said, this tiny little piece of cloth will become Akshaya for you. Akshaya means it will become more and more and more. Endless it will become. Is what Krishna told her and blessed her. Afterwards, after after a long time, once the Kauravas called the Pandavas for a game of dice. And at that point of time, the Pandavas lost. When the Pandavas lost, Duryodhana is so arrogant. All his brothers are very arrogant. So Duryodhana told his brother, younger brother Dushasana, go and drag that Draupadi and come. Draupadi is a princess and she is married to the Pandavas. Go and drag her and bring from wherever she, inner chamber she was there. He went and dragged her by her hair and brought her to the court. And what did they try to do? He tried to pull her clothes. Can you imagine? Dushasana. Very wrong, very bad. So when Dushasana tried to pull Draupadi's clothes, Draupadi prayed to Krishna. And at that time, he kept on, one end of her clothes, let's say her sari, he held on to and started pulling. But the other end never came on this side. It multiplied and it multiplied and it multiplied and it multiplied. So she was always covered with cloth, with a piece of cloth. The other end, Dushasana did not see at all. Piles and piles of cloth over here, because he kept pulling whatever she was wearing. The cloth never ended. It became Akshaya. Akshaya means infinite, endless it became. He fell down exhausted. This is one very important incident that comes in the Mahabharata, wherein Krishna saves Draupadi from getting humiliated. So brother and sister over there. So these two little stories tell us about how a brother and how a sister should be. The best brother and sister is Vishnu. Vishnu's sister, who is Vishnu's sister? Narayana, Parvati. Both of them have a very nice relationship with each other. Brother and sister they are. Best brother and best sister. So when we read the stories in Puranas, we will know how Vishnu was with his sister Parvati and how Parvati was with her brother Vishnu. So we must learn from there, and in our lives also, whether it is brother and sister or brother and brother or sister and sister or with our cousin brothers and cousin sisters, we should learn from all these beautiful stories how we should be. We should love them. We should, yes, be compassionate. We should be kind. We should have good relationship with everybody. Oneness must be there. No greed, no jealousy. Right? Very nice. Care must be there. Concern must be there. So this is in short the two little stories and the importance of Raksha Bandhan.